Prepare copper tube joints by cutting, swedging, flaring and brazing.
Now we are going to learn about the method of swedging the end of a refrigeration pipe in the first exercise.
Required tools: flaring block, swedging tool set, ball pen hammer, blow lamp or gas welding set. Materials: brazing rod, brazing flux, a small quantity of oil, cotton waste, matchbox, copper tube of 2 pieces 6 mm diameter. Swedge the end of the pipe. Place the pipe in the swedging tool. Position the pipe so that the end is the outside diameter of the pipe plus 3 cm above the top of the swedging block. Tighten the nuts of each end of the swedging block. Choose a punch of the right size to swedge out the end of the pipe so that another piece fits inside. Oil the punch. Fit the clamp and punch onto the swedging block. Force the punch into the pipe. The punch will open out the end of the pipe. Remove the pipe from the swedging block. Another piece of the pipe can be fitted into the swedging end. Brazing a swedged joint. Make sure that the pipe enters the swedge properly. It must be an easy fit. If it's a tight fit, there will not be a sufficient space for brazing material. If it is a loose fit, the joint will be weak. Mix a little flux powder with water to make a stiff paste. Apply a small amount of flux to the surfaces to be joined. Only a small quantity is necessary. Too much will contaminate the system. Push the end of one pipe into the swedge of the other as far as possible. Turn the pipe to spread the flux. Heat the joint with the blowtorch. Use a flame of the right size. Wait until the joint is dull red. When the brazing rod starts to melt, the joint is at the right temperature. Do not overheat the joint. Do not leave the brazing rod in the flame. When the right temperature has been reached, touch the joint with the brazing rod at several points. When a complete ring of brazing material can be seen at the end of the swedge, remove the blowtorch. Allow the joint to cool. Do not move the pipe until the brazing material has hardened. Flaring the copper tube. Place the pipe in the flaring block. Make sure that you have placed the flare nut on the pipe. If the pipe is 6 mm in diameter, position the pipe so that the end is at least 2 mm above the top of the flaring block. This distance is calculated as pipe diameter divided by 3. In this case, 6 mm divided by 3 equals 2 mm. Tighten the nuts at each end of the flaring block. Oil the cone and slowly screw it into the end of the pipe. The end of the pipe will be formed into a flare. Remove the flared pipe from the block. Examine the flare. If it has cracked, the cone was screwed down too quickly. Make sure that the flare is in the correct size. It should just fit inside the flare nut. Similar joint can be done at the other end of the pipe with similar method.
Dear viewers, in this exercise, you have learned to prepare copper tube joints by cutting, swedging, flaring and brazing. With this, we have come to an end of this exercise.